William pressed his calloused palm against the payment terminal, watching the red rejection flash for the third time that evening. His daughter Daisy's medication prescription glowed on the screen, 12,000 credits. He had 847. "Papa, it's okay," Daisy whispered from her hover chair, her small hand reaching for his. At 9 years old, she'd already learned to mask her pain behind a brave smile. The degenerative neural condition was rare in humans, even rarer to treat in the outer colonies where they'd settled. William forced himself to smile back, ruffling her auburn hair. "Don't worry, Wildflower. Papa will figure something out." But he wouldn't. He knew it. 3 jobs barely kept them fed. The settlement administrator had made it clear: no credit, no treatment. In the Andromeda colonies, human lives came cheap. "Excuse me," a melodic voice interrupted his despair. William turned to find himself face to face with a Zeltharian female. She stood nearly 7 feet tall, her crystalline skin refracting the station's artificial light into prismatic patterns. 4 elegant arms were folded across her ornate robes, and her triple-pupilled eyes studied him with unsettling intensity. "I couldn't help but overhear your situation," she continued in flawless galactic common. "My name is Princess Lysandra, of the 4th Zeltharian dynasty." William instinctively stepped in front of Daisy. Zeltharians were among the most powerful species in the galaxy, their nobility worth more than entire human worlds. What could she possibly want with them? The princess's crystalline features softened. "Please, don't be alarmed. I have a proposition that may benefit us both." She glanced around the crowded medical center. "Perhaps somewhere more private?" 20 minutes later, they sat in a quiet observation deck, overlooking the gas giant below. Daisy had fallen asleep in her chair, exhausted from the day's treatments. Princess Lysandra's guards stood at a respectful distance. "I need a husband," the princess said without preamble. William nearly choked on his synthetic coffee. "I'm sorry. What?" "A husband. Preferably within the next 72 hours. Her crystalline fingers drummed an anxious rhythm on the table. "Zeltharian law states that to claim my inheritance and assume my duties as sector governor, I must be bonded to another sentient being. My father designed this rule to prevent me from dedicating my life solely to governance. I don't understand what this has to do with... My betrothed died 3 months ago in a mining accident," Lysandra continued, her voice cracking slightly. "The coronation ceremony cannot be postponed again. If I don't present a bondmate, my cousin Thexidor will assume the governorship. He's already begun. We're structuring the outer colonies." She met William's eyes. "Last week, he cut medical subsidies for all non-Zeltharian species by 60%. William's blood ran cold. That explained why Daisy's medication had suddenly tripled in price. "I've spent 3 months searching for a suitable match among my people," the princess said. "But every nobleman wants political power, not partnership. Every alliance comes with strings that would tie my hands as governor. That's the kind of person I want beside me." "You want to marry me," William said slowly. "A human dock worker, so you can become governor." "I want to bond with someone who understands what it means to protect the vulnerable," Lysandra corrected. "In return, I offer you 60,000 credits immediately for your daughter's treatment, full citizenship status, and residence in the governor's palace. Daisy will have access to the finest medical care in the sector." William looked at his sleeping daughter, her face peaceful despite the pain she carried. Then, back at the alien princess, who held the power to save her. "What's the catch? The bond must be legally genuine for 5 standard years. After that, we can dissolve it if we choose. But during that time, you'd be my consort. You'd attend state functions, live in the palace, and..." She hesitated. "You'd need to learn Zeltharian customs. My people can be particular about tradition. And if I say no," Lysandra's shoulders sagged, "then Thexidor becomes governor. I lose my position, and the outer colonies continue to suffer. Your daughter..." She couldn't finish the sentence. William watched the gas giant's storms churning below. His whole life, the galaxy had told him humans were lesser immigrants, laborers, expendable. Now an alien princess was offering him a chance to save not just Daisy, but thousands of families like his own. "If I do this," he said quietly, "I want something else added to the contract." Lysandra straightened. "Name it. Restore the medical subsidies. Not just to previous levels, increase them. And create a fund for families who can't afford treatment. No child should have to go without medicine because their parents aren't rich enough." For the first time, the princess smiled, a genuine expression that made her crystalline features almost human in their warmth. "You negotiate like a nobleman. Already. I negotiate like a father. Then we have an accord." Lysandra extended one of her 4 hands. "I cannot promise you love, William of Earth, but I can promise you partnership, purpose, and the resources to make a real difference." William took her hand, feeling the cool crystal against his calloused palm. Behind him, Daisy stirred in her sleep, mumbling something about flowers. "When do we start?" he asked. "Tomorrow," Lysandra said. "Tonight, get your daughter the medicine she needs. I'll have the credits transferred immediately." She stood, her robes shimmering. "And William? Thank you. You're saving far more lives than you realize." As the princess departed with her entourage, William returned to Daisy's side. His daughter blinked awake, confused. "Papa? What happened?" William smiled, a real smile this time. "Something impossible. Wildflower. Something wonderful." On the payment terminal in his pocket, a notification chimed. Transfer received 60,000 credits. The galaxy had always told humans they were nothing. Tomorrow, a human dock worker would stand beside a princess and prove them all wrong. The end.